The salty air over Mombasa has always carried the scent of commerce and competition. For centuries, this ancient port has been a gateway fought over by empires and traders. Now, a new flag is being raised, Indonesia's red and white. This isn't a military conquest, but a strategic commercial move. Indonesia, once seen as a regional player, is now establishing a direct shipping line to East Africa. It's a calculated decision to bypass congested trade routes and forge a new path. The arrival of the first direct cargo vessel from Jakarta was quiet, but for those watching global logistics, it was seismic. This new artery connects one of the world's most dynamic manufacturing hubs to a booming consumer market. Indonesia's move is a bold assertion of economic independence, cutting out traditional middlemen. It's a shift in South-South cooperation, allowing emerging economies to trade on their own terms. The implications are profound, not just for dock workers in Mombasa or factory owners in Java, but for the entire Indian Ocean region. Indonesia is stepping onto the global stage, ready to claim its role. The game has changed, and Indonesia has just made its move. To grasp Indonesia's move, you must understand Mombasa. This port is the economic lifeline for over 200 million people across East and Central Africa. It's the starting point of the Northern Corridor, serving landlocked nations like Uganda, Rwanda, and South Sudan. Every car in Kampala, every phone in Kigali, likely began its journey here. Mombasa's efficiency directly impacts regional economies. Kenya has invested billions to modernize the port, racing to keep up with regional growth. By choosing Mombasa, Indonesia gains access to a whole block of nations hungry for goods. It's a masterstroke of logistics, targeting the single point that reaches the widest market. Mombasa is the heart of East African trade, and Indonesia wants to be part of its rhythm. The Jakarta-Mombasa route is a game-changer for one reason: directness. Previously, Indonesian goods took a long, costly journey through multiple transshipment hubs. Now, the Indonesian Express slashes shipping times from over 40 days to under 25. For Kenyan importers, this means faster shelves, lower costs, and less capital tied up at sea. The supply chain is simpler, more reliable, and more predictable. Containers carry everything from instant noodles and electronics to pharmaceuticals and vehicle parts. These are everyday goods fueling East Africa's growth. By cutting out expensive middlemen, Indonesian products become more competitive. Small and medium businesses on both sides can now participate in trade that was once too costly. This simple shipping route is quietly pulling two dynamic regions closer together. Mombasa's dominance is constantly challenged by rivals like Tanzania's Dar es Salaam. The Indian Ocean coastline is a battleground for lucrative transit trade. Tanzania is investing heavily to lure shipping lines with efficiency and lower costs. It's not just about cranes or harbors, it's about customs speed, connectivity, and stability. New players like Lamu and Berbera are also vying for a piece of the action. Global shipping disruptions and shifting routes add to the complexity. To keep Indonesia's direct line, Mombasa must prove it's reliable and efficient. Indonesia's choice is a vote of confidence, but not a permanent one. If rivals offer better deals, the Indonesian Express could shift ports. The battle for East Africa's premier port is far from over, and Indonesia's arrival raises the stakes. The promise of the Indonesia-Mombasa route is huge, but challenges loom. Mombasa's history of congestion means new cargo could strain its capacity. Delays erode the very advantages of the direct route. Bureaucracy and slow customs clearance can stall goods for weeks. Both nations must digitize and streamline procedures for smooth trade. Regional instability, political unrest, or security threats can disrupt inland routes. For the route to thrive, East Africa must also boost exports to Indonesia, not just imports. Building a balanced, sustainable trade relationship is as crucial as clearing the port. A direct trade route with Indonesia sends ripples across East Africa. Cheaper, faster shipping means more choices and lower prices for consumers. It's not just about goods, Every container creates jobs along the logistics chain. Access to affordable Indonesian parts can help local industries grow. The link diversifies trade partnerships, reducing reliance on Europe, the Middle East, or China. Stronger South-South ties build a more resilient, independent region. As goods flow, regional integration deepens, turning economic blocks into reality. This single shipping route is a catalyst for growth and unity across East Africa. Indonesia's entry into Mombasa is more than commerce. It's a new chapter for African trade. For too long, Africa's trade routes were shaped by external powers. This direct line from Southeast Asia is a break from that past, built on mutual interest. It's a model for efficient, direct trade between developing regions. If successful, it could inspire similar routes across the global south. The challenges are real: congestion, bureaucracy, competition. But so is the opportunity. Mombasa must prove itself as a world-class gateway. The arrival of Indonesian ships is a quiet declaration. Africa is open for business, on its own terms. It's a step toward a future where Africa shapes its own prosperity and global connections.